Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and this is Game 2 in a series between Liquid TLO, the purple Zerg up here on the top right of Xel'Naga Caverns. He is, of course, a member of TLAF Liquid. He's from Germany and living in South Korea right now at the Liquid OGS house, practicing for the GSL seasons from GOM TV. And his opponent today is Sen, the Taiwanese Zerg player. Both of these guys were invited to BlizzCon 2010 so that they could play each other for a grand prize of $25,000 to the winner, and this is just their round one game. They got matched up against each other, and since this is game 2, that means there was obviously a game 1. It's already on my channel. If you haven't watched it yet, pause right now. I'm giving you a chance before I spoil it. Okay, chance over. Sen basically bopped TLO on the head and said, "Do you know who you're messing with?" The game was over very fast. Sen basically had way more Zerglings than TLO could stand to handle, and TLO just did double extractor trick there, and if you pull up the production tab, he used that time to just make a drone, so I'm not sure what's going on. He does have enough for a spawning pool, so double extractor trick help him get that spawning pool just a little bit quicker. Xel'Naga Caverns, of course, a 1v1 map, so these players are scouting with their overlords. They know where their opponent is already, but Sen sending a drone anyway. He does want to make sure that his spawning pool timing is not too far behind. TLO, you just did double extractor trick again. What are you doing? He's just double extractor tricking all over the place to save some time, I guess, and get those larvae creating drones as fast as he possibly can. Sen, on the other hand, I'm not sure if he did any extractor tricks. Didn't see any blood on the creep, but I have a feeling he's beyond that gimmick. I don't know. I mean, I could rewind and show you, but I really don't think he did it. So, anyway, Sen's spawning pool, not Spen, is a bit slower than TLO's. TLO's already done. He's got 4 lings on the way, 6 lings on the way. All that larva management from the double extractor tricks means that he's going to have some larvae saved up for his timings that he wants. Queen coming out now. Of course, the queen for Sen is going to be a lot slower since his spawning pool is not even done yet. He did start getting gas pretty quick compared to TLO's no gas. So Sen probably playing for Zergling speed and Banelings again. Just the guests have not seen this replay yet. But that's kind of what that indicates to me. And TLO did manage to sneak in a purple drone here on the creep. Hard to see, actually, among all these blue drones. But, of course, he is, you know, aggro against Sen. He can see that he's an enemy drone and just tries to chase him on out of there. But the first 6 lings from TLO heading across the map now, going to try and do some damage to Sen's economy before Sen can really get a lot of defenses out. He has 4 lings of his own, and this queen is actually just about to finish, so TLO probably not going to be able to whittle down that spawning pool. Of course, it has more health since 1.1.1 now has 1,000 health instead of 750, so TLO just pokes his head in there, doesn't actually get any damage done. This queen is actually probably going to be able to pick off this overlord. We saw Sen pick off an overlord of TLO's in that first game, but now TLO gaining that advantage instead. So Sen, are you supply blocked? Yes, you are, by quite a bit there. And so he's going to have to spend some larvae on another overlord, not to mention the 100 minerals to replace him. Sen is building a hatchery here at his natural, sending lings all the way around this edge just to make sure TLO is not hiding anything. TLO is getting a roach warren just like he did last game. He is on 2 gas now. All those drones were, well, 6 drones, obviously, were pulled to go ahead and get on that gas, while Sen back at his home does not have any gas spent yet except for the Zergling speed. He actually pulled drones off of gas after he had just enough to get that Zergling speed. So no Banelings on the horizon just yet. Once they get this other hatchery up and running before he switches tech at all. Sen running up now with a big old gang of Zerglings, but 2 queens are right here blocking the ramp with some more lings. Going to be able to prevent Sen from coming in at all. He does have Zergling speed finished now, but TLO has roaches with their 4 range, and these 2 queens, I have a feeling TLO is going to be able to hold this off just fine. Looks like he is playing for some one base play. Not too familiar with TLO's strategy since he's been playing Terran basically since the beta ended. He is going for that lair pretty quickly though, while Sen, of course, is going to be on these 2 bases. Check out the minimap. Sen has just a bajillion lings running all over the place. He's got 21 lings to TLO's 5. He is leaving lings all over the place just so he can have total vision of everywhere he wants to be. Yeah, 21 lings, that's quite a few, but TLO, notice, has 5 more drones, well, 4 more drones now, but both players have 2 queens. similar number of overlords. TLO actually has one more. This lair does finish up now, so it's on TLO to pick what tech structure he's going to be building next, Hydralisks or Mutalisks or even Infestors, but Sen doing a good job peeking up that ramp occasionally just to make sure nothing fishy is going on there at the front. He does have basically total freedom to do whatever he wants. He is building a spine crawler there at its natural and a roach warren just so he can keep up. Did not go for banelings this time around. The roach warren is finished, so he'll be on even footing soon, actually ahead economically, but TLO hasn't actually done anything yet with his lair tech except get roach speed, or yeah, what? Oh no, not roach speed, burrowing movement. Oh, okay. What are you doing there, TLO? You gonna burrow some roaches? Interesting stuff. Another spine crawler going down at the natural of Sen. Sen does not have a lair in the works yet or a evolution chamber so that he can get spore crawlers, so burrowed roaches could actually be kind of devastating. He has some time to catch up on that tech so he can get some detection, but TLO getting burrow and that roach tunneling claws with that tech, and now getting an infestation pit. Not sure where he's going to be going from there, but Sen basically can actually save up. He is getting a lair now at his natural. He could save up and get another hatchery is what I wanted to say, over at this third location, or even start breaking down these rocks with his many lings and you know, try and take a gold expansion. But TLO does move out with his roaches now. These two queens are still blocking the ramp. The Zerglings are able to squeeze in a little bit. TLO has not spread his creep. In ZVZ it's sometimes wise not to spread your creep, just because if you've got slower units on creep than the other guy, the speedlings in this case, then it can actually be a detriment to you because he'll just run circles around you on your home base. But look at all these roaches here for TLO against all these roaches of Sen. TLO actually has a numbers advantage and, of course, the burrowing advantage, so he's just going to scoot on past these spine crawlers and not even care that they're there. The lair is about to finish now, though, so Sen is going to keep up. He sees the graphic on the ground, these burrowing roaches. He's going to get out of range of these spine crawlers, or at least wait for them to uproot before popping up and taking a few shots. Of course, they regen health so fast while they're burrowed that they can just pop up and be totally green. Sen does have the home field advantage here, though. He does have spine crawlers planted. His lair is finished, so he can get some overseers in. On the production tab, you do see one overseer coming in, and he can have all these lings and roaches just pop out throughout the battle. TLO doing a good job shooting, moving, trying to take advantage of this range. He does actually have... did he get the regeneration? No, he hasn't got the other upgraded yet. But roaches regen health very quickly, like I said, well burrowed, and he is able to slip away. Some lings now heading toward TLO's base. And TLO is going to start expanding here over at his natural just to keep up. Sen actually sort of squandered his opportunity to spread around the map a little bit more. He did send those lings, wow, and actually forced a quick cancel out of TLO. These queens and lings are probably going to be able to mop this up before losing this hatchery. Oh my god, he did cancel it a second time. He almost lost all those minerals instead of just some of them, but now dropping this hatchery for the third time. So Sen forces two cancels with just some lings. You know, these players are actually kind of even right now. Sen does have a lot more food, but he has been on two bases for longer, meaning that he probably has, yes, he does have a 5-6 drone advantage, 7 drone advantage now. He's just making drones currently, if we look at the production tab. Both players getting their roach speed finally. Infestor, one singular, now it's two infestors coming out for TLO. Going to change the shape of this game a little bit from Ling Roach to Ling Roach Infestor. He does have a couple out on the field already, and a spine crawler going down between his main and his natural. Natural only about 50% done. It looks like Sen pretty much sticking to speedlings as far as his hit and run tactics are concerned, and back at his base just getting more and more roaches. What is he attacking? He is attacking overlords of TLO. Run away, overlords. Get that overlord speed so you can save them. Pneumatized carapace. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Overlord speed upgrade, just to you know, save their lives in the future rather than lose them to queens, which are a mile off the creep. But TLO does escape with a couple overlords, but the queens return home back to the natural. Now all these speedlings moving in now. Oh, banelings being morphed? No, that's a fungal growth and an infested Terran. I almost thought these were baneling eggs for half a second, but fungal growth takes lings down so much. Oh my god. You know, I really don't see fungal on speedlings that often, but they really, I mean, fungal growth does 36 damage, and a speedling only has, how much health do you have, speedling? 35. 35 health. So, you know, fungal growth, quite a good tactic against speedling. You know, I just don't see that much ZVZ, I think, is honestly what it is. But this queen's still trying to pick off overlords. At least they have speed now, so these queens will not be able to catch them off the creep like they could previously. Sen moving in with a couple of roaches here, probably just trying to take a peek, but you know, if he moves in with just these guys, I have a feeling they're going to be killed quite quickly. Both players at 0-0 upgrades. Haven't seen an evolution chamber out of either player yet. A third spine crawler coming down for TLO outside of his natural expansion. Let me just